real quick video on trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, and never doubting yourself. So I was just chatting to a friend, and it's something that I experienced as well. You get into a relationship and little things start to happen, and you make an assessment of it just like you always would, and you think to yourself, something's not right here, and you bring it up with this is mainly for guys, so you bring it up with the girl, and she says, no, you're crazy, you're being paranoid, you're just overthinking it. No, nothing like that's happening. And then, if your boundaries aren't strong, what you'll do is you will justify her actions instead of your own. So you'll look at the situation and you'll start to make excuses and go, maybe she's right, maybe I'm overreacting. The problem with this type of behavior is that it's quite insidious. And I had a situation at one point where, I've always been fairly good at reading people, and so when I start to doubt my assessment of someone, that's like a warning sign for me. And in this situation, I was sure I knew what was going on, and this girl kept telling me, no, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. In the end, I realized it was the case. And the thing you have to remember is, your standards are your boundaries. What you believe is right and wrong and how you should be treated is very important as a guy to maintain that. If you're not maintaining your boundaries, again, you're losing your masculine energy. And this happens in relationships where you're getting tested. Women, either consciously or unconsciously, will test you to make sure, and it's not necessarily malicious, it's more of an instinctive thing where they need to know that you are strong and that you will not change your behavior due to your circumstance. And so little things like this happen. And if you start to change your behavior, if you start to change your boundaries, you're failing that test and you're failing yourself. Because the most important thing, whether a relationship is just a byproduct of you and your internal state. So this isn't even really about relationships and what to do in relationships. This is all about what to do inside, what to do with yourself and your own beliefs. So, if you're sick or you're feeling depressed and you're seeing a girl and she just stops contacting you and she's not there for you when you need her, and that's important to you, then you have to draw a line. You have to be clear. What a lot of guys do is they either say nothing and expect the girl to understand and know, or they just flip 180 and that's it, it's over, can't handle this. And in all fairness, you need to be clear in your communication. You need to man up and be clear about your emotions. You're not being a bitch just because you're talking about your feelings. In fact, it's more masculine to be open with your feelings because it requires courage, okay? And it requires you understanding that you matter. So, if you ever question yourself in a relationship, that's a warning sign. Stop, think about your values and your standards, and don't bend those for someone. Don't allow your partner to bend and push your boundaries to the point where you're sacrificing your own standards. Maintain your standards, maintain your boundaries, because those boundaries are what makes you a man. That's what gives you the masculine energy. Okay? And those boundaries are important. So hang on to them.